Hi, this is Gregor from BassTheWorld.com, and I'm standing here in front of Session, which is a music shop in Walldorf, Germany. It's way too cold here, and also the sun is shining way too bright, so let's go in there and see what the bass department looks like. So now I'm in the bass department with Florian, which is the salesperson here at Session in Walldorf. So,
hi.
let's start. Let's have a look at the basses and all the stuff you got here. So let's go.
Okay.
So now we're standing in front of an island with kind of more affordable basses, I guess. So so you have all the cheaper Music Man stuff and Yamaha and Ibanez. And so what's your favorite model from the for beginners?
I prefer the cheap Yamaha basses. These ones, because you have in this price range the nice PJ pickup combination. You have 24 frets, have a very light instrument, and you can play 2 octave and till here. So a lot of classical instruments you can't do it on them.
And here we have the Fender Squier range, which is like the budget models from Fender. And I see you have P basses, jazz basses, 5 strings. Do you have any favorites from the Squier line of basses?
Yes, the 5-string P bass. It sounds incredible, and it sounds more expensive than it is. Yeah, it has a very good low B. It's amazing how it sounds.
So now you're standing in front of a couple of Fernandes basses, and you just told me that you're playing one of those.
Yes, I have the 4-string deluxe version with the EMG single coils in, and I changed the preamp. Now it's a Spectre preamp in it, so a tone pump.
So this is the Robert Trujillo bass.
Yes, yeah.
Or the ex-Robert Trujillo bass.
Oh, he's playing Warwick now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here I see another one, which is the Retrospect Deluxe, which is a Japanese Fernandes bass, and there's a full review of exactly this bass on our channel, and it really sounds amazing with the active EMG pickups and the EMG electronics. So check this video out; you will love this bass. It sounds amazing. So here we have an Ibanez Soundgear fretless bass with a neck-through design. So what do you think about it? It's a relatively new model, I guess.
Yeah, but it's really, really good. If I have to buy a fretless, I would buy this, because you have 2 humbuckers. No, it's soap bar, and then you have the piezo bridge, which when you play only the piezo bridge with no treble, you have a really main contrabass sound.
Like an upright bass.
Like upright bass, yeah. So when you're looking for upright bass, but you don't have the money for upright bass, or you don't want to play upright bass, so this is your bass. Right. Yeah. It comes with flat wounds too. Yeah.
Which and it plays incredibly well, because they have these slim necks and they're so comfortable. And I guess if you're looking into a fretless bass and don't want to play like something that's very hard to play, I guess this is a really good decision to check it out. So now we're standing in front of the custom shop wall, where the rather expensive basses and of course the handmade and high quality basses are. And right now we have a couple of nice Fender custom shop basses in our hands, and this is a 1964 reissue with, of course, all the body, maple neck, and a rosewood fretboard. And this is, I guess, the real deal if you're looking for something that sounds really authentic, like the old ones. And you have
I have the Pino Palladino bass, signature bass. Yeah, it's alder body too, rosewood fretboard, nice maple neck. Yeah.
So and now we have a Lackland Skyline bass. So what do you think about these basses?
Very good. They are made in Indonesia, but you don't see it and you don't feel it. They are high quality. You have this super ash body, this bolted maple top. You have active passive 3-band. You have a 35 scale, so you have an amazing B string.
And here we have some more Lackland models, like classical 50 style P bass with slab body, like a 64 or 62 P bass. So we are here behind the main desk for you, the salespersons, and as I see, we have all the classic strings here. And so do you do repairs here in the shop or setup or?
Yeah, we do setup, of course, and repair too. But repair is our service section in one corner of the
You have
store.
separate service department.
Yeah, we have a service department.
Okay. So now we're standing in front of the mighty bass wall with all the good stuff, and the first section is Sandberg. Florian is holding right now a custom Finline bass, which is a really special construction. So these basses, if you can turn it around, they have a mahogany body, two-piece body, maple neck, and on the front you can see they have a spruce top. And these basses, so this is hollowed out, this bass, so this is like a free-floating top. And this simulates kind of an acoustic bass. So if you're looking for a fretless bass that has a little bit of an acoustic sound details, I don't know how to say it better, this is a really great choice. And also the Delano extender pickups, these sound amazing. And I guess it's 35-inch scale as well. So this is something really special from Sandberg in Germany. My personal favorite from the whole Sandberg collection is the TSBS, which is the signature bass of Thorsten Scholz from a famous German band, the Beatsteaks. And it's basically a standard California from Sandberg in the aged version, but it has these Seymour Duncan pickups in it, and it just sounds so great. And we have a demo with Olo Bianica on our channel, and check this out if you're interested of what this bass sounds like. Now we're standing in front of the Ibanez wall, and Ibanez is of course a very well-known brand since many years, and they stand for easy playability and great quality for kind of an affordable price. And as you might know, they have a lot of different price ranges. It starts at a very low budget starter basses, but I also have basses like this one here. Like this is a premium model made in Indonesia with Nordstrand pickups and great hardware and great electronics and really nice tops. And yeah, these are very pretty basses and easy to play. So we have a couple of specials like the single cut, which is a new model that was introduced in 2014. And I guess it's probably first affordable single cut bass on the market at all. So you sell a lot of these, or how people react on this special design?
Most people hate it, but a lot of people like it. And this is the third bass I have.
And the interesting thing, if you ask what's the reason to make such a design? The interesting thing about single cut basses in general is that the point where the neck is fixed to the body this is way bigger. So these basses have a lot of sustain, and the B strings tend to sound way better on like constructions. If you compare this to a Soundgear bass like this one here above, you see that the part where the neck meets the body is way smaller. So the sound of the B string is always like 50-50. Can turn out really well, but it can also be a little weak or too loud. And in the case of the single cut basses, you can make sure that the B string will always sound great. So if you're a B string fanatic or a 6-string player in general, you probably want to check this one out. So here we have a couple of Epiphone and Gibson basses, and as you probably know, Epiphone is like the cheaper versions of the original Gibson basses. And here's something new, and I guess Gibson tried to went a new way and get a bit more into the rather classical looking basses with this one. It's the EB13, and it's a bit special. So how do people react on these basses?
They take a look at it and they say, "What the fuck?" And then they play it and they, "Wow, what a nice bass! It's lightweight. It's set neck. You have ash, so not mahogany, which is you have
the only Gibson bass probably with an ash body, because everything Gibson is made from mahogany usually.
Yeah, and you can split the pickups. So you have single coils. So this is a really good sounding bass. You can ray everything with it, every styles. And
the wall goes on, and here are classics from the past, which are of course still very popular. Music Man Stingray basses, a beautiful steel black version. And down below we have a couple of new basses from PRS, which is kind of new. They had bass models in the 80s, but they didn't do basses for a lot of years and just reintroduced these ones. So what it is, or what do you think about these?
These are very good basses. They have neck through. It's a classical tone with 2 single coils. classical setup, 2 volume, one tone, hip shot bridge, hip shot machine heads. Very good bass for a very good price, in fact. And yeah,
this is kind of a crazy price, because when you see what these tuners and this bridge costs on the market, then I don't really understand how these basses can be so cheap. And this nice PRS classic bird inlay stuff. Okay, this is something you have to be into. But yeah, this is PRS, and it's very popular on the guitar side. Now we're standing in front of the Fender wall, which is 2 sections, and I guess this is a sign how big Fender is still in the market today. And I see some really nice custom shop basses, like this one, which is a 64 jazz bass, or this one, which is a 62, and still with the stacked knobs. This is something I really like. And very uncommon. Many people don't even know about this, because the very first jazz basses they've had a blade like this. It looked a bit different, but you had 2 separate volume controls and 2 separate tones also. And later they switched to the classical design, like the 64 with the, yeah, like everyone knows it, 2 volume and 1 tone. But as I can see, you have the standards, you have the Mexican, you have the Geddy Lee model, and everything people need, and also some special stuff like this one, the what's the name of the Select series. So you have all the bodies but combined with maple top.
And here we have a Fender Special Run bass, which looks like a 70 bass, but you have the PJ pickup and the block inlays, and it's made in Japan.
And in this test room we have a couple of amps, like the Aguilar, which I really love, the Tonehammer 350 and the 500, Glockenklang, which is like the finest stuff you can buy from Germany, and here are the latest models, the Blue Sky and the Blue Soul, which are both Class D amps. So here we are in front of the Markbass CMD 121, which is probably the most popular combo in the moment. Or?
Yeah, really, since years. This is really, it's light. It has a 112. It has a good mid-range. It has 500 watts if you want. If you put an external cap on it.
Right now we're standing in front one of the craziest rigs that was probably ever built, like on a regular basis, because this is the Tech Amp bed cap, and it houses, I believe, like a 210, a 212, a 115 speaker,
no,
or even more.
215, 212, and 410. Yeah, it's crazy stuff, but it's loud. Yeah. It's for really big stages. It doesn't make sense in clubs or stuff. It's for really stadium rock.
However, we are in another test room right now where all the big stacks are. So we have, for example, the Orange, which is one of the lasting point-to-point made all tube amps, and with another 810, and here we have the Fender Bassman 100G, which is one of my favorite amps, and I have this one in my studio, which is, it's just a fantastic amp. You have it's 100 watts all tube, but you can switch it to 25 watts, or you can even switch it to a so-called silent mode, where you don't even have to plug an cabinet to it. You can use it for recording, and the I-out sounds just fantastic, and I really like those. And on this side we have the real classics, the SPD classics from Ampeg. Here we have the Heritage model, which is like the I guess slightly more expensive models, and Tech Amp Raptor. It's also an all tube amp, and these knobs are just it looks like a was heißt ein U-Boot? Like a submarine. So here we are standing in front of the bass pedals in the bass department, and of course we have still all the classics like the Tech 21, the Sans amps, the Ibanez Micro Bass, which is a great preamp, the Walldorf Drive if you want to get some tube sounds in your like regular MOSFET amp stuff, and above here the new bass tube screamer, or really good stuff like the CVX distortion. The MXR pedals are fantastic, of course. I guess the most of you will know them. My personal favorite bass pedal is on the far right, the Bastard from Okko, which is a great overdrive, and on the even higher we have the Aguilar pedals, like a preamp, the Tone Hammer, an Octaver, the Thesaurus, the Chorosaurus is a chorus.
Chorus, yeah.
Yeah, and a compressor. And this Sadowsky preamp is kind of crazy. Have you ever tried it out? Or
Yes, it's nice.
Yeah.
Big Sadowsky sound. Yeah, incredible.
And I know a lot of people who play jazz basses or all kind of basses who use this all the time. They never switch it off.
Really?
And yeah, because it's kind of instantly better sound for some reason. I don't know. I never owned one of these, but I probably will one day to find out what's all the trouble about these preamps. So I guess that's it. We've been through the entire bass department, and what we should mention, Session is of course located here in Walldorf. There's another shop in Frankfurt, which is of course also in Germany. But if you're from far away or even from abroad, you can also order all this stuff on session.de, which is the web shop from this location here. And there's also an app. I guess you can find it in the iTunes store and probably also in Google Play, where you can buy all the stuff. And there's a newsletter where you can sign up to get informed about all the new arrivals, or if they have offers or whatever. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed a little tour through this shop here, and see you next time.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.